I bring my burden again to my Father and my friend. I sing hallelujah.
So in today's video, I wanted to share with you how I've decorated our bedroom so far. I've gotten it to a place that, you know, I'm happy with, so I thought I would just kind of give you guys an overview and some close-up shots so you can see where a lot of the things that I share in my thrifting videos, you can see where they end up. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through everything and kind of talk about my inspiration and thought process when it comes to decorating this room. So here's just a quick little overview, and then I'll go ahead and move around the room and talk about a few things. Actually, I'll go ahead and start here at the bed because our headboard is the one thing in this room that I really don't like. I'm hoping to find one, you know, eventually that matches the side tables and then the rest of the furniture in this room, which is more of like a dark walnut or almost even like closer to just like an ebony maybe, but that's more of a cherry, I want to say mahogany color, and I just feel like it really clashes. But it was $25 at Goodwill, so it'll work for now. I'll try to pop up a picture of one that I have in my head that I think would be perfect for this room. I just know that they can be pretty expensive, so I might just have to buy one online. But for now, I'm just going to wait it out and see if I can find one at maybe like an estate sale or even a thrift store. And then of course, when it comes to the bed, I've mentioned many times, we don't do like a big comforter and pillows and all that stuff. I don't really find it worth it to me to have to make it up every single day. But this duvet cover is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It has these really cute little like ruffles around the edges, and then it came with the pillow covers as well. So as you can see on each side, the nightstands are actually vanity drawers. It came in like one piece, and then the middle of the vanity had some damage on it, so I didn't really feel bad about cutting the middle out, and then they made the perfect little side tables, so I was really happy to find that. And then it also came with the mirror that was attached, or that sits on top, and I do have that set aside that I'll just use, you know, in the future somewhere. But I wanted to keep each nightstand really simple. As you can see, I just have a electric like oil lamp style lamp on Garrett's side of the bed, and then there goes Jackson. And then on my side I have a lamp, but I just put a candlestick in it for now because I need to find a shade that I like, and then a light bulb that's like proportionate to that lamp. And then above the bed I just hung this picture. I had this in the bedroom at our last house. I just really love it. It even has some chips around the frame, but I don't know, something about it I love. I found it at Goodwill, and I liked just the bed being simple. Of course, you know, we rent this house, so I can't make any changes to the room, because if I could, this little wall, how it goes in right here, I think that would be the perfect wall to add a beautiful wallpaper, like maybe a sage green or a dusty green or something. Or even if I could just paint the walls, that'd be great. But we're just making the most of it for now. So I do like how simple it is. Like I said, I didn't want to clutter up the nightstands because we keep our phones there, bottles of water, and it just doesn't make sense to have a bunch of decor on it, especially when I'm having to constantly dust because the dogs sleep in here and they get dog hair everywhere. Here's Lincoln. Lincoln, hi. So I'll pan to this side of the bedroom. I have my ring light on, so you may see a glare, but this piece of furniture I actually showed in a video recently, so you might have already seen this. It's actually I guess it's like a post office mail desk, but I like to use it kind of as a secretary. And I did play around with the inside of it and style it a little bit, but for the most part I'm going to keep it shut because this sticks out pretty far right here, and it doesn't leave enough space to walk through here. I mean, it does, but Garrett always bumps into it, so I have it shut for now, but I'll be sure to insert a clip of what it looks like when I have it open and styled. And then on the top I just have these frames with my family photos in it. That's my dad when he was a kid, and then the two pictures behind it are his parents. And then I've just added some pretty knickknacks and things on top. I've had this lamp for a while, and I've never actually been able to use it anywhere, so when I got this piece of furniture here, I knew I wanted to add it here. And then this little candlestick actually matches it perfectly, so I love those right there. And then above it, I recently just got this beautiful Victorian trifold mirror from the antique store, and I just love it so much. It does have a crack in it, which is why I got it for a cheaper price than it's worth, but to be honest, I don't care. A lot of people have said I should replace the mirror, but I'm really not going to worry about it for now. I'm just going to hang it here, and I think it's really pretty. Over on this wall, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a picture of this section. I said I'm probably always going to hang my mother's gunny sack dress on the wall. I think it is so beautiful. It doesn't fit me. Not that I would wear it anyways, but I just think it's too beautiful not to be out on display. So I have that hanging there. And then on this wall, I just wanted to have some pretty things. I'm still collecting vintage and antique little evening bags, so I'll probably add more to that as I collect them. And then this bouquet was from our wedding photos that I dried out. Down here, I got this chair at Goodwill not that long ago, so I thought it looked pretty here in the corner. And then I love this little tapestry pillow. I've had that for a little bit now. So that's kind of what this side of the room looks like. Of course, still a work in progress. Moving over to this side of the room, I actually love this so much. It reminds me of kind of like Little Women meets Anne of Green Gables, which is honestly my inspiration for this whole room. I wanted it to look very like Victorian Farmhouse kind of, I guess. I'm gonna link my Pinterest board because I know I mention my Pinterest all the time, but I really do spend so much time searching for inspiration on Pinterest and creating all these boards. And if you look at my bedroom board, you will see so many areas in here that I have pulled inspiration from. So yeah, I like to link that down below just to give credit where it's due. But here on this wall, I have these little mirrors. I had this in the last bedroom as well, but I love them. They're so beautiful, and I just love the way they look up on the wall. And I have command strips, like the Velcro command strips are how I hung those. And then right here, I painted this peg rail to match the dresser. And then I just have some really pretty things hanging, these two vintage or antique slips, I guess. And then these cute little baby shoes I just tied from some black velvet ribbon, which matches this pretty black velvet hat. That's also a recent antique store find. And then these florals are from Hobby Lobby. And above it, I have this gorgeous kind of Victorian style photo, and I just think it looks so pretty above there. So this is probably one of my favorite sections to look at. And then I do want to put some stuff down here on the floor eventually, maybe some trunks stacked up, or one of those kind of like wicker woven chests, something like that. I haven't done anything as far as curtains. I really don't want to add any long curtains. So I'm hunting for a valance that will just hang up high and barely cover the top. Hopefully I can find one of those soon. And then over here in this corner is my absolute favorite piece of furniture that I've ever found, or that I own, really. This was a $40 Facebook Marketplace find, and I still think it's so beautiful. From what I've gathered, I want to say it's maybe 1930s. And up top, I've just added some hat boxes, some hats. I have one of those little hat forms. And I'm going to keep collecting some different things to add up there. I want to find a black hat box, or maybe like a black and white striped one or something like that to add more height, and stack them like that. And actually inside, I have a ton of vintage nightgowns that I've collected. So I was thinking about pulling all my white ones out and hanging them inside here. That way I can style it open sometimes. But for now I just have some hats that I'm storing in there, and then this is actually my like faux fur winter coat that I've never even worn. But I think this is really pretty open like that, so I'll continue to come up with ways that I want to style this and display things in here. Okay, moving over here, that's the bathroom door, and I haven't decorated that at all. But this is my absolute favorite part of the entire room, which is this like dresser top here. I wanted it to look very like kind of vanity style with just things cluttered all over it, and I really have to say it embodies exactly what I wanted for this room. So I love being able to look at this every single day. Y'all have seen this mirror before. It does have a chain, but whoever had it before nailed the chain down so that it doesn't show. And I wish I had thought to change that before we hung it, but I've already made the big hole in the wall to hang it, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I really would like to have the chain showing just to kind of take up some more space up there. I haven't decided what I want to do right here on the wall, but for now, I really love how this looks. Moving on to the top, Like I said, if you look at my Pinterest board, you will see exactly where my inspiration came from for this. I just wanted tons of antique photos and jewelry and vanity items, and I have to say I'm pretty in love with it. This silver pitcher back here, I got this idea. The person on Pinterest had some vintage hand mirrors filled inside of a ironstone pitcher, so I thought it'd be perfect for me to pull this one out. There's some antique photos and all these frames that I've been collecting from the thrift store. And then I love, love, love all of these little perfumes and vanity jars. I have some lipsticks, compacts. I just think this is so pretty, and I love seeing it every single day. And then in the center here, I have some more antique photos and my little bust girl. I actually got the idea to hang jewelry off of her from Tarnished Treasures, and I just had that black velvet ribbon tied around her neck. I actually found this brush on eBay recently, and it had a D monogrammed on there, and I thought that was perfect. And this is where I throw my ring, but I've just kept some little different vintage bits inside of here. And then really the last thing to show is right here on this side of the mirror. I have this little candle sconce, or brass, candle sconce, and then I've hung a vintage baby gown or christening gown. This was actually sent to me by a viewer, and I'm so grateful for it. She sent me this one, another one, and then a couple of plates, and I just thought that was the nicest thing ever because I did not have one of these yet, and I'd been pricing them at antique stores. So I'm so grateful to finally have one, and yeah, I'm just really in love with how it looks hanging from that little brass candle sconce. Okay, and really that's everything. I just wanted to share a quick little tour with those of you that would enjoy seeing this style of decor. Of course, if you have any suggestions for what I could do on maybe the blank spaces or what would look good filling up this space, please let me know. As always, I would appreciate all the ideas. Thank y'all for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!